Looking at the Twin Tower crash, this is the same thing that I feel every day as I step into my ICU. Virtually we are crashing every moment of time because the microbiologists always say that we humans have come on a temporary visa, but these guys have come on a permanent visa and they're going to stay in your ICUs. So whatever you do, don't go home with the impression that everything is going to be rosy. These fellows are there to stay. And it is our duty to see that we do prevent them from causing damage to our patients. Now, there is a lot of difference between what Dr. Hockey talked to us and what we in Indian ICUs face. Especially, he has shown us that at least 2 antibiotics that are commonly used by us are not going to be of any benefit. Cephalosporins had to be pushed out of all Indian ICUs about 10 years back. And now he says the quinolones also should go. So what are we left with? Among all the antibiotics he has shown to us, I'm sure the audience has grabbed the message. Carbapenem, ertapenem, and then the 4th generation cephalosporin, plus tazobactam or sulbactam or whatever you want to add along with clavulanic acid. All these 3 are potent against ESBLs. Now, how do you diagnose ESBLs in your ICUs? Dr. Hockey did not want to elaborate on it. But what we used to do was, we used to ask our microbiologists to always see there was a ceftazidime disc when you were testing the sensitivity of your patients. And if there was a resistance to ceftazidime, we took it as ESBL producers.